Welcome to Where There's a Will, There's a Play. My name's Ian. Today I'm here to talk about the status of the channel and kind of the next couple months. If you saw the thumbnail, that is no exaggeration. The next 2 months are extremely busy for me. So, status of the channel, we are closing in on 300 subscribers, which for a small channel with just the two of us, kind of doing this for fun, not professional, anything, we're feeling pretty good about that. I thought maybe we'd be a little bit higher by now after we had a big push at the beginning of the year. But hopefully we can close in on that 300 here pretty soon. We've got some content hopefully coming up. Um, Hopefully I can get some content up here. We'll talk about that in a minute, of some newer games as well, which I think kind of helped us recently. And that kind of leads us into the next couple of months. So those of you that follow the channel know that I'm a teacher. My school district is a 4-day school week. All staff reports on August 4th this year, which is next Monday. Now, I am taking part in something the school district is doing this year where teachers are co-teaching at least one class during the day with one of our English language development teachers. So I actually had a full day of training on Tuesday this week for that, and a full day on this Friday of professional development for that as well. And then because I'm going back into teaching math from teaching reading only the last couple of years, I had a 2-hour training this morning as of the time that I am filming this. So even though I'm not officially back till next week, I have like tons of professional development and stuff this week that I've been doing for the new school year. Then Fridays right now, Friday evenings are very busy for us. Stacy has a booth at the farmers market where she sells some crafts that she does, and so every Friday we are there pretty much, except for maybe one through the end of August. So every Friday night we are going to be there for about 4 hours every evening, and so that takes up a bit of our time. The other thing is I coach 8th grade girls volleyball. And usually the fall sports seasons for middle school around here start the second week of the school year. For some reasons this year, the fall sports seasons are starting on day one. So August 11th, kids are back to school. Sports season start, which means I am putting in 12-hour days starting right away from the first day. So I get to school at 7 in the morning, usually every day right around 7, maybe a little bit after. And by the time volleyball practice is over, and I get home, it's 7 o'clock by the time I get home. Got to eat dinner still, get ready for the next day and everything. By the time I'm actually sitting down and relaxing, it is almost 8 o'clock at night. And I have about an hour to just kind of decompress for the day before we kind of go to bed and start it all over. And then I do Friday morning voluntary practices because we have a 4-day school week, but I do believe that 5 days of practice is very important for the kids to really be able to increase their skills and get their skills up better. So I do a 2-hour voluntary practice on Friday mornings. So that's kind of where we are right now. The volleyball season goes until I think championships are the first Saturday in October. So we're talking 8 weeks. We have an 8-week season where I am putting in 12-hour days, and that takes a lot of our time. So you are not going to see any live streams on our normal Wednesday nights, and we may try and do some on a weekend or something, but you probably aren't going to see a whole lot of live streams for the next couple of months. Maybe on a Sunday evening, depending on how long my week was. I will try and do a solo Sunday or something, or maybe on a Saturday evening we might try and do something, or a Saturday morning we might try to do a live stream. So for until about mid-October, we are not going to have any more live streams. We were hoping to have one in a couple weeks, but then I found out that the sports season started right away, so that took that out. So the one you saw last night is going to be our last Wednesday night live stream for quite some time. We are still hoping to record some playthroughs that we'll post on our normal Wednesdays, but that is also not necessarily guaranteed with the busy schedule. Hopefully we can get one recorded every weekend, or maybe one weekend we can get several recorded to get some ahead and get ahead so that we don't have to worry about doing them every weekend. Reviews, we will definitely still doing some reviews. We have a couple games. I think what we got 3-4 games left that were sent to us for review from publishers. A couple of them are solo only, so I can like record those on Fridays and get those up for the next week. So hopefully we will still have some reviews on Mondays. I don't know if they will be every week. Some games will be new games. Some might be older games, maybe that we haven't actually reviewed on the channel. So we might throw up a review on the channel of a game that we've had for a while and have played quite a few times. So hopefully we can still get some reviews on Mondays. I'm not going to guarantee them every week like they kind of have been. I've been trying to do a lot of stuff lately leading into convention season with some newer games, hoping that it would bring some viewership to the channel. And I think it's brought a little bit. The other thing, our ranked collections. We are going to try and still keep our ranked collections, which is our new Friday thing, or maybe it'll be Thursday. I don't know. Our new ranked collections. We will try and get those filmed on the weekends. Those are a little easier to film because we just give a quick snippet of each game and then say what order they come in and kind of say what the combined order is for them. So we are going to continue going through and ranking those. Some of those might be solo though. There's some companies that are only solo, that are mainly solo companies for me, and Stacy's only played maybe a couple games, which she may do a minor ranking, and then I'll go into my big ranking for that if we don't get those. That solo ones might be on Sundays, but we might just keep all the ranked collections on Fridays so we don't have to have as much stuff going on right now, and it can give a little bit of a break as well. Like I said, Sundays, hopefully I will get back to doing some solo Sundays on Sunday evenings. It'll kind of depend on how long my week is. The good thing about us having a longer sports season is we only have 1 week where we actually have 2 games. So that is good, but it also means we have a longer season. So it is that extra week of 12-hour days to start the school year really is gonna, I don't know. I think it's gonna be a little tough. It's already tough when it starts the second week and goes for 7 weeks, but at least I have a week to get into the school year and kind of get into the early year groove. Now, I mean, I am hitting the ground running this year with everything. So it is going to be a little tight. So the content over the next couple months is definitely going to be a little bit less than it has been. I tried to get quite a bit up over the last few weeks. I know I could have spread that over the next couple months, but I really wanted to get that stuff up in a timely manner. So, like I said, we're going to still have some reviews. We're going to still have some playthroughs. We're going to have ranking our collections and going to some other ranking things once we get through like our publisher collections. But the overall content for the next couple months is going to be probably brought down quite a bit unless we can get some stuff done on weekends. So maybe on a weekend we can get a couple playthroughs done so that we can have them post over a couple weeks. Maybe we can get a review done here or there. But like I said, we are not going to. Maybe we'll do those opposite. Maybe we'll do a couple reviews 1 week, a couple playthroughs 1 week, and just so that they can kind of backtrack and fill up a little bit. So, but that's where things are standing for the next couple of months. Once October hits, and I have conferences over, because usually I'm hoping this year this won't happen, but usually what happens is our fall conferences are my final week of my volleyball season, and then I have to do my conferences the following week. So I put in some pretty long weekdays that week as well, although I can spread them out a little bit more because it's just me. So that usually gets into it a little bit. But what I'm hoping is that mid-October we'll be back, kind of with our normal schedule of every other Wednesday we have a live stream, and every other Wednesday we have a playthrough. And we'll have some stuff on the weekends and Sundays. But I just want to kind of let people know that over the next, we're not disappearing on you. We are still going to have content up. But over the next couple months, it is going to be very busy for me and for us in general. But like with me, and like I said, with my volleyball coaching and 12-hour days, 4 days a week to start the school year for 8 weeks is going to make for very long days and a very long start to the school year. And I enjoy doing it, but it does make it long. So the content is going to be probably a little bit less than what you're used to seeing, even 3 videos a week, like we've been trying to do, with maybe some solo stuff on Sundays. So I just want to let everybody know we aren't disappearing on you. We just might be have a little bit less stuff going up over the next couple months. Yeah, so there is the state of the channel and kind of looking ahead to the next couple months. Once again, this has been Where There's a Will, There's a Play. My name's Ian, and I'll see you next time at the table.